Hello everyone, my name is Arya and welcome to the video. I often get asked how to improve as a solo player, and unfortunately the short answer is just practice and getting your butt kicked for several hundred hours until things start to click. But that doesn't mean that I can't offer some tips or any insights on how I play as a solo. This is not the first time that I made a video like this. I have an entire playlist showing different playstyles and emphasizing things like rotating or playing defensive, and for the most part I think these videos still hold up pretty well. But they were also made several years ago, and I've improved quite a bit as a player, so I thought why not give it a go in a much more modern hunt setting and from a more experienced me. Quickly though, before I get into this, almost all of my matches are streamed live on Twitch and also here on YouTube too, so if you want to stop by, the weekly schedules are posted in the community Discord, all linked down below. And if you like these videos and you want to see more, why not let me and more importantly the algorithm know with a like and a subscribe. I am so down to make more hunt solo guides, but only if you want to see them, so let me know with a comment, and while you're at it, drop some advice for new solo players. Starting off with probably the biggest tip that I can give, you are actively making the game harder on yourself if you choose to play solo. I do not care how overpowered people tell you that solo necro is, because it's really not. Playing solo versus 2 or even 3 people in a game with one-hit headshots is harder than playing with teammates. For every match like the one you're about to see, there are anywhere between 2 to 10 other matches where I get absolutely steamrolled. If a team plays well and covers each other, it is incredibly hard to beat. If a team has a lot of status-inducing weapons like bleed or poison or fire, it is incredibly hard to beat. If a team rushes you with 3 shotguns, it is incredibly hard to beat. Winning as a solo is assuming that your opponents will make mistakes and being able to capitalize on that to punish them. Positioning is also equally as important, setting yourself up for success by holding strong defensive positions, knowing how to rotate around the map to keep people guessing to where you are, and knowing how to isolate enemies so that you're fighting 3 1v1s instead of 1 3v1. No matter how good your aim is, if 2 people are aiming at your head, you can only shoot 1 at a time. And lastly, I am also a firm believer that there is an amount of luck involved in playing solo. Not so much RNG luck like dually or levering accuracy, but more so luck as in timing and just being in the right place at the right time. Sometimes you're fighting a team and a third party rolls up behind you and puts you in a sandwich, or an immolator aggro's onto you at the worst possible time from all the way across the compound. Not really much you can do about that. But on the other hand, sometimes you just happen to walk around a corner right into an enemy who's reloading. Luck regarding your loadout can also play a factor too. In this match, I had a Spectre with slugs and a new army with FMJ, which is not a great range loadout. Very strong in close quarters, and thankfully I was lucky enough to get to the boss layer first, so everyone was fighting in the compound, therefore range was never really an issue. But if I got caught out in a forest or an open field with that same loadout, it would be a very different story. You can't plan for everything, and not every loss is going to be luck related. A lot will just be mistakes that you made, but occasionally the game just says no regardless of how perfect you're playing, and the sooner you accept that, the better. Now that I've covered the general stuff, let's look at the specifics. I'm going to let the match play out, and I'll put small notes at the bottom for less important tips, and I'll pause the video and speak directly to you whenever something important is happening. Sound good? Great, then let's go. People, I was gonna go up there, but I don't think I'm going to now. Thought about it. It's also fun to push the defending team lets you get up to the windows. That's the thing. Like, if the defending team lets you get near, Pearl can be fun. It's just not often that that happens. Because it's very easy to hold Pearl, because the boss layer is so big and so dominant over the rest of the compound. Are they like fighting each other, or what's going on out there? Okay. Good getter. Oh no. Pausing here, I got shot at by someone pretty far out west, and considering how aggressive the team that I'm currently fighting is playing, I'm pretty sure that this is a new team shooting at me. I still want the high ground on the roof as the close team is likely focusing on pushing into the building with their shotguns, so using the roof to get some distance and attack from weird angles they might not be focusing on is kind of what I'm going for. So instead of vaulting back in the window into the building, I'm just going to scoot along the edge of the roof to the other side of the building so that way I have some cover from the team west and can also put the close team in a sandwich if that west team pushes up. This is a bit risky as the roof doesn't offer much cover if there are people anywhere other than where I think they currently are, but I'd much rather chance it on the roof than be forced into ultra close quarters with a team running shotguns. That was bad. This is what I mean by right place, right time. If I decided to try and keep the high ground, I would have likely been shot by that person sitting across the river, but because I made the split-second decision to drop down, they didn't have line of sight on me and instead shot at the person who had just climbed onto the roof, lining me up for a clean follow-up. I have, however, now revealed myself to this person's teammates, so they are now very focused on me and it's time to fight. I can't hit anything. I'm gonna go ahead and burn this guy. Oh wow, there's a lot of people around here. That is a lot of people, probably 2 or 3 teams. This actually isn't a bad thing though. Hectic team fights like this are good because they create noise and chaos, which covers you flanking, diverts attention off of you, and can keep people guessing to if you're solo or not. The shotgun team is mostly all gone now, so with no immediate threats pushing into my boss lair, I can sit back, play a little bit patiently, and wait for a good opportunity to strike. A little scary. I see this girl out here. Fuck, she saw me. I didn't think she was peeking me. Oh no. Again, rooftops are risky, but now that I can confirm that there's nobody across the river anymore, thanks to my dark sight, and I see this team is pushing up close with close range weapons like Lamat carbines, I can play the high ground without any immediate danger of getting sniped. There we go. Hey. A lot of fighting happened without me there, but I'm assuming that the person who shot the explosive crossbow at me is the teammate of the Red Riding Hood that I just downed. I read that they're going to go for a revive considering I can no longer hold the angle due to the fire in the tower, so I try and counter them with a sticky bomb that I looted. Even if it doesn't connect, the threat of an explosive should dissuade the revive. Unfortunately, I forgot about one teensy little game mechanic that almost costs me the match. Oh my god. Forgot the fire. How did I not kill him? Oh my god. These slugs are not killing. The penetration damage screwed me over big time there, and now they picked up and my shotgun is out of slugs. I back off to create some distance and reload my pistol, but I did hear a Mosin shot from this side of the compound recently. I'll be honest, I didn't even realize it at the time. Thankfully, they went to go hunt Rotjaw and they never came back, but if they were watching that side of the building, I was likely done for. Again, right place, right time. So it's just me and one other trio who is hurt pretty bad. The new army should work well against Grandma and Red Riding Hood, as I know they're both missing bars, they're likely a one-shot, but I do want to find a replacement weapon for my shotgun to deal with their third, as I assume they have most of, if not all of their health, considering they tanked so many slugs earlier. I'm gonna go for the revive. This was a massive misplay on their part. Sure, they got the revive, but a crossbow shot from that distance puts so much pressure on me since I have no choice but to stop my bleed. They should have pushed me as I was super vulnerable and they easily could have reached me before I was even done interacting with my bleed. But instead, they went for the revive and gave me an opportunity to escape. Oh my god. What is happening? You be so careful because she has a slate. I can't peek this. My grandma has to be Red Skull right now, right? Oh my god. Okay, a little bit of hot swapping there, but we did it. And that's how it's done. Hopefully this match was a good example of how you don't have to play perfectly or have perfect aim as a solo, because I definitely made quite a few mistakes and whiffed a lot of shots, but so did my enemies, and I used that to my advantage with just a pinch of good luck. I hope this video was helpful, and like I said earlier, I can definitely do more of these videos if you want to see them, so let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye!